penultimate episode of the Ducati Monster. There is one final thing to do before this Ducati actually heads to the Bike Shed show. It is obviously going to the Bike Shed show, and by the time this video is out, if I'm right with my calendar, it'll have already been at the Bike Shed show. And you've already seen the bike if you follow me on Instagram and everything like that. But one last thing I've got to do for the completion of a rounded video suite so you can see the entire build, I have this. This is an aluminium fuel tank, or fuel cell, which is the more exotic way of saying it, for the Ducati Monster. Fabulously crafted by Olliminium, which is an aluminium guy based in Bicester. If you guys have any work in the UK for an aluminium guy, Ollie's your guy. I don't know if he actually does work abroad, but again, if you need any work abroad, give this guy a shout. I'm sure he'll be able to sort something out. I'm sure he'll be able to advise you whether he can or cannot. So what I had was a CAD drawing first of all, or if I say a CAD drawing, a cardboard cutout more than anything, cardboard mock-up, see if that would fit, and then I created this. This is exactly what I need. The welds on it are absolutely fantastic. It is a work of art. I mean, it is very angular, and the reason for that, I mean, there's logic behind everything on this. So that is the gradient of the tank, of the carbon fibre tank I should say, how it slopes down. That is where the fuel cap goes. Now it's got this little lip. I'm not expecting any fuel to kind of sit in there. But the reason it's had to have a lip is because the fuel cap actually hangs over the battery. Probably a bit of bad planning on my side. If I'd have used my noggin, I probably, do you know what? No, I wouldn't have changed it. I would have kept the fuel cap exactly where it is because that's where I like it. And if I've had to do that just to accommodate for it over the battery, so be it. No, I'm not going to change it. When you get down to the bottom over here, this is where the bottom of the bike is. You've got, well, this is where the engine is, I should say. This is where the engine pokes up. This is where all the valves and everything is. And obviously I've got this void, so I mean, that being a 2-inch deep pocket right at the end, that does store a lot of fuel. So I mean, every inch of this tank is utilised to store fuel. And then on this side, I've got a breather pipe that actually goes up past this, and it needed to go past this tank as well. There's no room at the side where the carbon fibre is. So this little channel there is for the pipe to just neatly wrap down, or wrap up I should say, back into the air filter itself. This is it. Fuel nozzle at the end. We've put a pipe at the end there. That's it. Let's see how this fits. In place, roughly what I need to do is I actually need to bolt it to the top of the tank. The tank's over there. I need to bolt it to the top so it sits nice and proud there. This does need to be tucked in a little bit there, but you can see how the hose does tuck in ever so neatly there from the top. It does do its job down there perfectly. These holes are all tapped and everything, so I can easily screw anything in there. And you can see as well how it fits on the side there. How the engine itself, you know what, I probably did have more room than I needed up there, but I mean that's a nice clearance from the engine anyway, so it doesn't get too hot. But then it does sit quite neatly on there, exactly how I want it. Perfect. Thank you so much, Aluminium. That is one stunning job. And that is all from me. Next video you'll see will be the final video of the actual Ducati. All finished. It's been a mammoth journey, it's been a mammoth 3 years, but we got there. Till next week, see you later.